Hello and welcome back to the Magical Lane. I'm your host, Maggie Jane, and today we have a lovely guest here, the one and only Faith Blackshear. She is a model, a content creator. She does creative direction, web design, social media management. She is a whole package, honestly.
Thank
And
you very
I'm
much.
very, very excited to have you on.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Should I say something?
go ahead.
I actually don't have much to say because you introduced me, so that's nice. Yep.
I love it. But today, I wanted to have Faith on to just share all of her tips and tricks when it comes to vlogging, content creation, and just being the fashion icon that she is. Because honestly, you inspire me. And when before I even met you, I was definitely a little intimidated. I'm like, who is this girl?
Really?
Yes.
That's funny. I've heard that
Yes.
a few times. I'm like, I'm just a little peewee. Like, on my phone, yapping away.
But you carry yourself so well, and
Thank you.
all of your content is just so like very aesthetically pleasing, and it's just like it's not perfection. Well, it is perfection, but it's just like you. It's so good. It's
Thank
so
you.
good. And I'm happy to have you on here cuz I love just bringing on people in the entertainment industry here to share all the tips. But I want to ask you, how did you get started in fashion?
Oh,
What's that journey been like?
it's funny because I've been thinking about this a lot recently
Yeah.
because, I've been at this for 7 years now. Like, I started when I was 17. I'm 24 now. So
Okay.
I guess it's going on like almost 8 years, which is
Yeah.
crazy because I'm turning 25
That's
this
a
year.
while. Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
And like my journey in comparison to the people that I've been around now has been so much longer because like I didn't have any like mentors or anyone to look up to or anyone to like help me out in doing what I do. So I had to like learn all the little tiny steps by myself. So it's taken a while, but like now things are starting to pick up very quickly, which I'm very grateful to God for. I've been very blessed recently. But yeah, I just wanted to disclaim that because like it's been a while.
Yeah.
It's felt like a while. And then like I've been hearing like recently on social media and people have been like saying too, like a lot of people have been working at stuff for like 10, 15 years and then they have their like break and then people are like, oh my gosh, that was all just handed to you like overnight. And they're like, no, you actually didn't see the 10 years of work that I put into this. You just saw like here and then I like shot up, but it was a long time. So but yeah, I started when I was 17. I actually went to a modeling school, which shall not be named. But it's like an older one. It's not like one. I'm not shading any of the homies.
Yeah.
But yeah, I started in that. I definitely wouldn't recommend it at all. And I made like I do know one girl actually still today, Ava Cashman. We went to that modeling school together. Yeah. Do you know which modeling school she went to?
No.
Okay. I don't think either of us talk about it. But like, yeah, you had to pay. They taught you like a few things or whatever, and it was just like I didn't really get anything from it. But then, and this was when I was going to NAU for my first year of college. That's when I started like really diving into fashion. So I went to that. I think it was like a year-long program. And then once I decided I don't want to be at NAU anymore because I'm a city girl. Don't like Flagstaff. Terrible. I mean, it's like cute and chill and whatever. It's just not me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You belong in the city.
Yeah. And just not in snow. Like, I remember having to get up at class at like 5 a.m. and I'm like, why is it pitch black and cold and snowing and I have to walk? No, I can't do it. Anyway, yeah, so I did that for a year. And then once I like came back to Phoenix after that year, I started just like going to events. Actually, with Luxon City, they were like,
Okay.
yeah, they're like the start of my fashion career, going to their events and stuff. So shout out to them, y'all. There was some good networking and learning in my beginning with them.
When was this?
So I went to school in 2017.
Okay.
So I guess I like started branching out here in like 2018, 2019.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I just kept like networking, collabing with people, and then slowly inching my way up. Now we're here.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
that was the start.
you can definitely tell that you've been like putting in the work, because like
Yeah.
you definitely have like crafted your personal style and just like your aesthetic and just the content you make very well, and I love to see it. It's
Thanks.
great. I also went to a modeling school out here, and it was the same experience. Pay
Really?
money. It was horrible. I got harassed by this girl in class. She was like threatening to fight me, and I literally did
Girl.
nothing. I did absolutely nothing. I wasn't speaking to her, nothing. But also, we don't need a name. I probably
Yeah.
named it in the previous episodes if you really want to know.
And I have like nothing against like model development and whatnot, like the programs. It's
Yeah.
just a lot of them suck.
Yeah.
So like
I don't
then they're
think
just
you
taking your money.
need it for modeling. Acting, yes, go to school
Mhm.
for that. Unless you're just like gifted or you have like your own personal teachers or experience, but like I don't think model school is necessary. Like, at all.
What I see the value in it, like someone like me who has nothing,
Yeah.
like they have no connections, they have no idea where to start, then like I could pay a little bit of money and
Yeah.
like I'll get all of this information from it. Then it's like, okay, well, why would I like take so much time when I can like do it faster and
that's
get
understandable. For like the
information?
connections, I get that.
Mhm.
Yeah. But as far as I don't know what your experience was like or what school you went to.
I'll definitely tell you.
Okay. I went to one out here in Phoenix.
Mhm.
And I don't know, they were just like passing out papers, which is it was horrible.
Have this information packet, study it, come back.
Yeah. And I feel
Okay.
like the people, the models teaching you, like they're not even out
Right.
here modeling really, and like they're not, just like from the looks of them, they're not keeping up on their model etiquette. So I'm like, how
Right.
are you guys gonna teach this? But
Or
yeah,
like they
it's
hire a
interesting.
retired model
Yeah.
and they were modeling like 30 years ago. I'm so sorry. The
Yeah.
industry's changed
Definitely.
a lot.
Yeah.
It's changed a lot.
But that's cool. I didn't know that. I just got connected with Lux and City in 2021. So I also started with them for the first year of Arizona Fashion Week. That was my whole introduction into the world.
Dang, that was your first year?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That was my first ever thing. I mean, it was my first like runway show. I had an audition with this company called Next Star Productions, and they invited me to their like Vegas showcase, and I got to meet with like 20 different agencies, and they're pretty big agencies. None in like mostly acting. I wouldn't say they were big like model agencies, but they had really good connections. I got 8 callbacks from that day, but they all were like, one of them signed me, but
Okay.
I was signed with them for a year, but I wasn't putting in the effort, and I never got booked that whole year. But most of them were like, "You're great, but you have no experience.
Dang.
Go back, get some work done." And then I haven't heard from any of them.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's okay. It all worked out because after that, like that definitely gave me the motivation to. That's how I found like Arizona Fashion Week and everything and got connected.
That's awesome.
Yeah. What did those like first opportunities look like for you? What was your first job that you really remember?
Oh, wow. I feel so old saying this. But it really takes a lot of gusto on the memory.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. What even did I do?
Were you doing like photo shoots or runway? Like what did you first get started in?
I started in I mean, obviously Lux and City, their biggest things were usually like the fashion shows. So I was doing like all the little ones that they had been putting on for a while. But before they started Arizona Fashion Week, it was just like a bunch of random ones. So I was doing those. all the time. They
Yeah.
literally had so many.
There's so many out here. It's crazy.
Yeah. I love runway for the, like, it feels like you're just hanging out with the homies because you have to be backstage for, like, so long.
Yeah.
Which is also the reason that I hate runway. Because it's like,
Yeah.
I have to be here for this long, and then you're in hair and makeup for, like, 5 hours just chilling.
Mm-hmm.
And then you walk at night. And, like, I don't know, I could have just done so much with my day.
Yeah.
And then when they do pay you, it's like, okay, here's $100. I'm sorry. That's not enough.
No.
I can't do it. But it's really fun to, like, hang out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did a lot of runway. My first, like, major photo shoot was when I got signed in LA with the Dragonfly agency.
Okay.
And I was signed with them for 2 years. I don't even remember what years those were.
That's okay.
But it's been a couple years now since I haven't been signed with them. So probably like 4 years ago, something like that. Yeah. But it was with Shein. So they, like, did Shein X Runway because they, like, collab with smaller designers and whatever. This isn't not shading Shein because they do suck. But
do.
like, that was just my first booking and I was so excited. But it was huge because, like, the collections were being judged by, like, Khloe Kardashian, Law Roach,
wow.
Christian Siriano, and then what's that woman's name? Jennifer Lyons. So that was really cool. So we, like, walked for them and they were like,
That's awesome.
And then we walked back and that's the only time we got to see them. But it was really, really cool.
Yeah.
And that was in LA.
That's awesome. I have yet to do any work in LA, but it's coming.
Where did you shoot Nike?
Here in Phoenix.
What?
Yeah.
That is
for
unexpected.
the Suns. It was for Devin Booker. Yeah. So
I honestly had no idea what was happening in that. Just like, oh my gosh, Maggie, cute. Yeah, no.
It was crazy. Yeah, they did it here. All of my work has been in Phoenix. That's where I've done.
Red Ramen is gonna be here.
Yeah, it was in Phoenix.
Wow.
We did it it was in Glendale, actually. We shot in Glendale at Red Robin.
Nice.
Great. Yeah.
That's fun.
But the Nike commercial, it was at the Hilton in Phoenix because they have a basketball court in the hotel.
That's
for whatever
cool.
reason. So the entire commercial was shot in that basketball court, like the library scene and everything.
That's so cute.
It was so much fun. I love that job. Yeah. When did you start vlogging? Because I love your vlogs. There was one night, I think I was staying at Johanna's when I first got back, and I just sat there and just, like, watched a bunch of your vlogs.
I'm crying. Maybe you're my one viewer on each vlog.
You have a good amount of views. You do.
I mean, the grass is always greener. Like, we always want more. That's just human nature.
Yeah.
So, like, definitely. I don't feel like I get any views, and I just put in a bunch of work, and then it's like, here's 20 views.
Yeah.
But in a room, 20 people is a lot.
Yes,
so,
it is.
This is at you, Faith, when you're watching this. You're doing a good job.
You are. You're doing so good. Because, like, I post all my podcasts on YouTube. Mm-hmm. Average, I get, like, 5 to 10 views.
Yeah.
Occasionally, maybe, like, 60 to 70, but usually, like, 5.
And then when you blow up, everyone's going to be like, what? How'd you blow up? Overnight.
Literally. I haven't been doing this for months. What do you mean?
Right. But let me look, because I honestly don't know. Because I think, like, the first vlog that I remember is, like, Fashion Week one year.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure that was not the first. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh, so my first vlog was, I think, like, my senior year of high school, that summer before I went to college. Because my best friend and I, Shelby, we went to NAU together and we, like, dormed together.
Okay.
And we went to Sedona and we vlogged that, and it's super cute.
Aww.
Yeah,
it was 7
years ago.
7 years ago. Wow.
There it is.
Oh, that's so cute.
It got pretty good views, 176.
Yeah. And then the next one
is our NAU orientation. Yup. I started in like the makeup space.
Okay.
That's what I was doing,
Yeah.
which is funny because like I don't really care about makeup like
Yeah.
that.
But
to
you do it
it.
so well.
Thanks.
You do. I love every time you do makeup.
Oh my gosh, there's Rebecca. We did a mukbang.
How long have you been friends with Rebecca? I love her. She's great. And I don't ever talk to her.
Yeah. So my best friends Shelby and Rebecca and I, we all went to middle school together. Middle
Aw.
school and high school.
Okay.
So we met when I was 11 and they were 12.
Aw.
So it's been a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm happy
You
that
guys
we're
are
still
really
here.
good friends.
Mm-hmm. Love them. Shout out to y'all.
And you guys' Bridgerton shoot, I want to like hear the whole inspiration. Like, what made you want to do that? I've watched one episode of Bridgerton. I want to start watching it.
Like out of entirety, only one episode?
Yeah, the first one.
Okay, nice. That's a good start.
Yeah.
I'm actually making a YouTube video on it.
Yeah.
It's dropping this Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll stay tuned for that.
Because it is like I put all of that together in one day because I got confirmation back from the studio like on Saturday, so I had to do everything on Sunday because we had to shoot on Monday because that was the last day or like days that they had that installation.
Oh, damn.
Because it was going to be gone. So I was like, okay, it's literally now or never. If I want to do this, I have to plan all this right now.
And it turned out so good.
Thanks. That cake was gas. It was so good.
It looks
I
good.
think about that cake. So good. Yeah. But yeah, I honestly love vlogging and like I like the editing part. I like all the technical stuff of all of this.
Yeah,
like,
I want to dive into that because
Okay.
like I hated editing and I told myself I would never do it, but then I started a podcast.
Right.
And at first I didn't do any video, so I wouldn't edit anything. Like I didn't have an outro or like intro music, just straight episode. I'd record it, upload it. And I still do that. I just edit it like a little bit, you know, like there's distractions or something, but now I'm like I see like how you edit and just like all the things and like the sound effects, and I'm like I want to get to that level. Did you like start off just like heavily editing?
So I've always liked the editing part. I just obviously we all have to build our skills. So like my early vlogs have terrible editing, but it was fun for me, and now I've grown.
Yeah,
at least I think I've grown.
You definitely have.
So, wait, repeat your question before I just like dive off.
Just like how was your editing style? Like, were you like big on editing, or was it just kind of like simple things?
I think I definitely started with just simple like. Okay. I was honestly more like artistic. I didn't know much about editing. So like I just kind of made what was fun, whatever, without like thinking about the viewer and what they like all the technical stuff that you need to grow. Yeah. So I just was kind of like, oh my gosh, this is cute. Like very montagey. I feel like people usually start off montagey because that's just like maybe our brains just naturally go towards that. I don't know.
I feel like that's kind of how I started.
Yeah, it's also way easier. You're like, oh my gosh, pretty scene, music, cool, like we're set. Literally. But that's not entertaining for the viewer at all. They're like, what's happening? Yeah. So, yeah, it takes a while to learn like what people like on social media, and obviously it's also always changing. So it's like, okay, great. Now I have to learn this now, which is fun, but like, it's just a constant like, oh my gosh, I have to change everything. Yeah. If I want to stay in this space. Yeah.
You taught yourself how to edit everything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I started out with, I think it was called, so I started out with the editor DaVinci Resolve because it was free. Yeah. Then I moved to Hit Film Express. And I just stopped using that recently in like the last year or two. Okay. And now I use CapCut on desktop. I really like it.
Yeah, I use CapCut for everything. I think it goes... Yeah. It's very easy to use. Because like, I use Riverside to record, but... No hate on Riverside, but I don't edit in there. And like, I did a call with them they like set up a 15-minute call with their like team, and they just like asked me questions, and like they're like, why don't you use our editor? I'm like, I use CapCut. I don't know, man. Yeah, like it's just easier to use.
Yeah, I bet that's got to be so hard to hear too, because like obviously CapCut's like the dominating force in the editing world right now.
Yeah.
Besides like the major ones like Adobe and whatever. But yeah, CapCut is coming for y'all's necks. They're really good.
They are, and like even the free version is really good. It's really good.
I only use the free version. I want to invest in the paid one. I just haven't yet.
Yeah.
And like I can do what I need to, especially using what are they called? I need to say this. Keyframes. Like keyframes change the editing world. I just learned keyframes.
What is that?
So like when you're in your editor, actually let me show you something that I edited with keyframes recently. So like I have this. I used this. All of that movement is with keyframes, these going up.
Okay.
It's like basically making your own like transitions and effects and stuff like that, because like movement is the biggest thing with it.
Yeah.
Of course. So like if you want something to start a small circle and then go up whatever without using effects, and you want it to be just very specific, and that's what keyframes is good for. And I just learned this, so I'm sure there's so many more things that you can do. But
Probably,
like yeah, that's what I've been using it for right now. And yeah, my vlog, I feel like they upped my vlog quality just by like 10%, and I'm so stoked to learn more. All the things I can do with keyframes.
Yeah.
And then also paying for CapCut and like using
I use Elijah's.
Nice. Love that. I'm about to hop on Elijah's plan too. Oh, it's funny.
I think I watched one video because I saw on your story that you like just figured out keyframes, and then I think you posted a vlog like either that day or the next day.
Oh yeah.
Was that the one where you had like the? I really liked it. It was where you had like
the
you
Dallas
talking.
Vlog? Oh,
maybe I don't know. But it was like 2 frames, and like it was like a previous or like an upcoming video.
Oh,
and,
the
like,
Battle of the Fashionistas?
I think so.
That was not keyframes.
No, I don't know, but I liked it.
Unless I did use keyframes for my most recent Battle of the Fashionistas vlog with Maddie.
Okay.
But all the other ones I haven't.
Okay. I don't know if it was one of those videos. I think it was just like one of your fashion vlogs. Just you. I don't know. But
okay, cool.
I liked it. I just thought that was cool. And I was curious if that was like the keyframes because you had just posted about it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
That's okay. So like where'd you get your confidence to vlog and just like start recording? Because that's one thing that I really struggle with, like with the vlogs. I haven't not been keeping up on them because I enjoy the podcast, and I haven't found like that pure confidence and just like passion for the vlog. So like, how do you do it?
I think it's definitely a muscle you have to train, and like just at the root of it is like I have to do it. Like if I want this vlog, I just have to do it. So like that's really it. Like if I want this vlog, I need to vlog right now. If I want my viewers to like be happy with the vlog, I have to do certain things.
Yeah.
But I think it also helps like specifically in public, if you're with someone else, it's way easier because you're already like comfortable because you're with someone else. So then pulling out a camera is like not as embarrassing.
Yeah.
Because like you're already comfortable, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
At least that's how it is for me. Other people probably feel differently, but yeah. And also like especially in certain settings, like if I'm at a fashion event or something, I already know that everyone else is doing the same thing. So what am I embarrassed about?
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just like your job. So you kind of just have to be like, whatever, screw everyone else. Yeah. It kind of honestly feels like you're on set too. Because when it's just you and the camera, that's it. Yeah. Like no one else exists. True. So if you just go into model mode, you're set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm still trying to like figure out what I want the vlogs to
Yeah.
be. Because, like, it was easy when I was in Europe because I was 100% doing the montage where I'm just recording everything because it's so beautiful there. I'm
Yeah.
like, I find this entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe just like a 10-minute video of just people walking on the street. And I'm like,
there's a niche for everything. There's an audience for everything.
Yeah.
So if you want to go into like cinematic moments of like people walking the street and just the beauty of the whatever, then like there's people who want to watch that too.
Yeah.
So yeah, just figuring out what you want to create is going to answer literally all those questions.
Yeah. See, I wanted to do that, but then I came back here and I'm like, it's not that pretty outside.
Yeah, there's no nature to show.
The architecture is disgusting.
Literally, and I don't even want to go outside because it's 120 degrees.
Yeah. So I started to just like set up my phone and just like kind of talk more and like I have a podcast for that. So I don't know. I'm still trying to like figure out. Like I want to record like behind the scenes when I go to shoots. I want to ask you about that. Like, how do you tell a brand that you're like recording for?
Oh, I just say, do you guys mind if I record?
Okay.
I ask literally anyone, and if they're not the person you should be asking, they're gonna say, "Oh, let me ask this person about that."
Okay.
Yup.
And then do you just like release it whenever like
things have
already dropped?
Every shoot is different.
Yeah.
Like if they tell you straight up, like we're dropping this day, you can't post any BTS until this day, then like obviously I have to wait for my vlog.
Yeah.
Like actually I recorded very strategically when I was just in LA because that was for a celebrity client, and they said that we can't like we had to sign an NDA.
Okay.
But like if you do want to post immediately, you don't want to wait for everything to drop, then like just don't show the products, don't show the celebrity that you're working with, because like other than that, no one has any idea what you're shooting.
Yeah.
You're just on another set.
True.
So yeah. But oh my gosh, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I think it just comes down to like, hey, can I do this? And when can I post it?
Yeah.
Like what restrictions are there?
True. I just need to ask because I just did a shoot the other day and I'm like, oh, this would make a great vlog.
Yeah.
But then I just didn't record. I mean, I got like BTS for myself, but I can't post anything.
Yeah.
I'm very excited to post it.
And like, Tripod's gonna be your best friend because like obviously you're working, so you can't just be like, hey guys. Yeah. But I love getting BTS of myself working. Like I love seeing how I work and whatever, and just like capturing like the life on set is so fun.
Yeah.
And I personally love vlogging because I love to watch my memories back. So like, even though I'm not growing as fast as I want to on YouTube, I'm still doing it for like me and my family. Like my best friends love getting to watch our vlogs back. Yeah. Rebecca, she always is watching like our Europe trip vlogs again because we get to relive our memories.
Yeah.
And then when we're old, we get to relive our memories. So like, yeah, I just think it wouldn't be worth it to me to not vlog. Yeah. Because I want to see this stuff too.
And that's why I still want to, like, do it. I want to do it.
And then, like, once you get past I'm doing this for me, then you have to think about your audience. And that's just, like, how should I shoot it? And how should I edit it? And how should I do all the technical things?
Yeah.
But, like, at the base of it is, like, I'm doing this for me. And I also think about that when I'm editing, too. Because if I'm like, oh, this part's, like, kind of weird or it's boring or whatever, like, I don't necessarily want it online, but if I want to remember this specific thing, like maybe it was really funny, then I'll keep it in, even if I think my audience is like, what is that?
Yeah.
I mean, everything's a strategy.
You gotta have that balance there. Yeah. Because like at the end of the day, it is your platform, and like hopefully you are doing it for you, not just for views.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people do that as well, which like, hey, whatever works for you.
You can always tell, though.
Yeah.
That's the ones where there's like 10 ads in the video. No offense, get your bag, but I don't know. I want to skip those videos.
Yeah. Do you run any ads?
Girl, I'm not eligible yet.
No?
No, you need 1,000 subscribers
Okay.
and like 4,000 watch hours within either 90 days or a month,
Yeah.
which is a lot.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm nowhere near that.
I feel you.
Yeah, but one day
you're getting there for sure. I'm ready for you to just pop off.
Thanks.
Like, you deserve it so much.
I appreciate it.
Of course.
I'm glad that it's fun.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's fun watching it. And I love, you're like one person that I just always love watching create.
Thanks.
Because it's just so authentic every single time. And you just have a great personality.
I appreciate it.
You're
Don't
fun.
make me shed a tear.
You're fun. Did you have, like, now that you've been in the game for a while with just like modeling and vlogging, is there anything that you wish you knew back then that you know now?
I honestly have to say no.
Okay.
Only because God crafted my journey the exact way that it is.
Yeah.
For many reasons. So if I didn't do anything that I did do, or if I did do anything that I didn't do, my journey wouldn't be the same.
Yeah.
And we have to go through all the crap that we go through, not just for us, but like all of our journeys are for multiple purposes. Like, if I didn't have my journey, then I can't tell the next person about it, and they can't tell the next person about it. So, like, yeah. It just had to be the way that it is.
Beautiful
in
answer.
my opinion.
Yeah, I love that. And I know you follow God a lot, and you're very big on faith. Has that always been a part of your life?
Yes, but I hadn't started like really pursuing God for myself until like a couple years ago.
Okay.
So I think it's definitely grown a lot in the last few years, but like, and now like my faith is like the foundation of all that I do and everything. So I would hope that people can tell. Like, obviously, I don't show a lot of my body. Like, I try to be more modest in my fashion, which is not easy. I think that this industry specifically is like one of the most detrimental spiritually, especially if you don't have a good foundation.
Yeah.
Like, as a model, all these like creeper photographers, they want to take advantage of you, and if you don't have discernment, and if you don't have like a foundation of what you know is right, then you're gonna get taken advantage of. Just because like you just don't know. And then just fashion too, like that's its own beast. So yeah, I definitely do what I can, and every day you just grow. So you can't like be mad at yourself either for like, if you do want to pursue modesty, you can't be mad at yourself 10 years ago, like showing your boobs on the internet, because you just literally weren't here yet. And like, God isn't holding that against you because like the work wasn't there yet. So like all of our journeys are different for very specific purposes. So yep.
I think you do a good job at it. I like watching your modest, because like ever since going to Europe, I'm kind of like I packed a lot of not very modest clothes, and like everyone there, it was also colder. So everyone there is just like in long trench coats, pea coats, like turtlenecks. You don't see an inch of their body except for like
I feel like hands. They get naked during the summer though, like literally naked. That's more European. The nude beaches and whatever.
Oh no, definitely. Yeah. We saw that while we were there.
That's funny.
Switzerland. Yeah. We weren't even at a beach. It was Lake Zurich in Switzerland, and there's just like in the corner there's like bushes on the road, so you can't like see from the road, but like in the corner just like
that's so
a group
funny.
of old people just hanging out naked. And Elijah and I, we didn't strip fully down, but you know, he took his shirt off. I think I had just like a bodysuit on. I was like, okay.
You were at the lake though.
Yeah. Well, we weren't swimming. It was cold.
Oh.
It was cold. The water's freezing.
They're naked in the cold?
Well, it was like I think it was like high 70s, maybe 80s out, but the water was still really freezing.
Oh,
Because
okay.
like it was like it was April, so it was like starting to warm up.
Mm-hmm.
But like the days before, it was just like maybe like 50s, 60s. So
They're ready
pretty
for
chilly.
summer.
Yeah. Yeah, but no, they were all just hanging out there. That was my
funny.
First experience ever seeing that. Like I love it.
It's funny.
I feel like we need to do more of that.
I mean, they're in a secluded area.
Yeah.
Streets can't catch them.
Nope. It was like this really small like farm town in Switzerland.
Yeah, I'm sure there are not even a lot of people there to peek on them.
No, not really.
So, yeah.
And like, I don't think anyone cared because there was a bunch of people walking by and it was like they were like right on the end, so you couldn't go further, and then they just turned around.
Nice. I want to go back to Europe so bad.
Yeah.
I actually am in September.
Where are you going?
London and Lisbon, Portugal.
Oh, that'll be amazing.
I'm so ready.
What for?
Fashion
week?
Well, yes. But so like our plan was to do London and Milan for Fashion Week, like those dates. But then so we're going, it's gonna be me, Rebecca, and Lauren.
Okay.
Lauren is gonna do Milan after for a few days, but we're gonna go to Lisbon because we went to Milan for like the one day and we were like, I'm kind of bored. So we were like, I don't want to be there for another week just for Fashion Week. I'd rather go somewhere else. So we're skedaddling to Lisbon for
so
funsies.
Awesome. Are you walking at all?
I don't know.
So like in the works right now?
No. Usually when I go to Fashion Week, I do it more as a creator and blogger. So like I don't usually apply for a lot of runways. Just because that's my cup of tea. Yeah. Once again, runways take all day. So no, thank you. But like if I could do one or two runways, cool. Yeah. But I do mainly want to attend, and then also I'm not trying to make it as much of a work trip as New York at all. Also, I don't even have as many connections in London, so I don't even know how much I'm going to get out there. Yeah. But, like, I really just want to, like, experience London, especially because I'm going with Rebecca. I would hate to just, like, drag her along to this stuff because I can't even, like, take her with me. So it's like, okay, well, she would just be there alone. So, yeah, don't want to do that. Yeah. I want to have some fun with my best friend in London. That'll be amazing. So yeah. How long are you guys going for? So we're gonna be in London from the 13th to the 19th, and then we're going to Lisbon from the 19th to the 23rd. So 2 weeks. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm very stoked. I'm so ready to go back. I want to go Italy again, of course. Italy is everything. It really was. We went to Milan. I agree. Milan is cool. The Duomo was beautiful. Did you go see that? Like that's giant church. Yeah, because we didn't go in. We just saw it because that's what really in Milan. Yeah, they charge you to go in. It's like I think that's the only church they charge you. Probably because it's just. I mean, it's like right there is very touristy because that's where we got off of our train. So that's the only reason we saw the Duomo. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, we were only in Milan for a few hours, and we were like, goodbye. Yeah, I mean, it's beautiful, but I feel like if you're not there for, like, a fashion event. Exactly. I feel like that's, like, very city, and that's where you're working, and then you bounce to, like, go Rome. Live life. Go to Rome. It's so incredible there. No, I want to visit. I really want to go to Florence. So many places. I want to go to the Amalfi Coast, too. We did. We were there for a weekend, and we need more time. Yeah, it was so great though, because we definitely made the most of our 3 days there. Right. We did the hike, the Path of the Gods. Oh, I think I saw you post that. Incredible! It was like a 6-hour hike. Wow. But you're like up in the mountains, right on the edge, just overlooking the whole sea. And incredible. That's amazing. And you finish the hike and get into Positano. Wow. It was so beautiful. That sounds amazing. It was so beautiful. Is it 6 hours like one way? Yeah. What?
Yeah. But
Dang.
worth it.
That's crazy.
It was worth it. We stayed in this town called Furore, which was like right next to Amalfi. And to like we had to basically hike just to get to the start of the hike. It was like a 30-minute walk. But you're like going because this is like an old village town, very, very
Right.
small town. So like it's just stairs because it's just right on the hill.
Ooh.
So you're just walking up a bunch of stairs just to even get to the hike.
Y'all got a
At least
good
from where we
workout.
were at. Yeah, I was dead. The hike was fine, but like the stairs, I could not do.
Yeah.
I could not do that.
They're so, like, the walking in Europe is so funny because the cobblestone, the stairs, the hills, all the whatnots. I'm like, dang.
I love it though.
Yeah, y'all are healthy.
Yeah.
From the walking. No, I
For
also
real.
love it. I love going on walks.
I think that's the one thing that I miss the most.
Mm-hmm.
Is like being able to walk everywhere.
Yeah.
Like I don't care about anything else. The food.
Yeah.
The food.
No.
The prices in Italy.
It's awesome that you're leaving so soon to go to California because
Yeah.
the summer's so bad here.
Yeah. We're basically staying in Washington right now because that's where Elijah's from. So we're, after our sit in LA, we're going back to Washington.
Okay, nice.
We're going to be driving up the coast.
Oh,
I'm
so
excited.
beautiful.
Because I don't think I've gone to Oregon yet. I've like drove through it a little bit, but hopefully we stay in Oregon and camp out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited.
That's fun.
I
That
love
is
camping.
so fun. Where does he stay in Washington?
It's in Renton, like 20 minutes from Seattle.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Small town. Not
Yeah.
much going on there. Yeah. But it's beautiful. Have you been to Washington?
No.
Oh, it's incredible. It's so beautiful.
I was gonna go in August with my best friend Shelby because she has a work trip for a week.
Okay.
And I was gonna go with her, but then it kind of fell through.
Yeah.
Because of her boss is getting like more stickler-ish on her.
Diving back into content and vlogging, do you have like a strategy? What's your strategy? Or do you like just straight to the dome, record? Do you plan things out?
I plan a lot.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, let me show you my Google Calendar.
Okay.
Like, I'm the biggest planner. I need
Wow.
everything. I need everything written down. Like, even when I post, we've got when I'm posting.
Okay.
And, like, for shooting days, we've got that written down.
Yeah.
And then in here is usually, like, notes on exactly what I'm shooting. But, like, before I can even do that, I have to, like, research what should I be filming.
Okay.
Which is just, I mean, it's really just scrolling on social media in, like, the niche of what I'm trying to create. And seeing what's working on social media.
Yeah.
And then not replicating it, but, like, doing it in my own way.
Mm-hmm.
But still basically copying someone else.
Yeah. I mean, that's what everyone does.
Nothing's original anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely a lot of research needs to
Okay.
be done because I don't want to waste time, for
Yeah.
one. I've done enough, I consider enough experimenting, like, for a long time. When I first started posting consistently, I did not follow strategies. I was just making exactly what I wanted to make, which we should be able to do that anyway, but
Yeah.
like the algorithm is not gonna say okay to that.
Yeah.
So if you want it, like, you have to put the work in and you have to, like, make sacrifices on a few things. You definitely should not be compromising, like, your morals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But, like, if you have to use a silly little song for it to get views, then okay.
Yeah.
Like, that was my biggest beef with
Really?
content, was the music. Because I was like, I hate all of the sounds that everyone's using. I want to use the music that I want to use. But then it all flopped. So it's like, okay, I guess I'll just succumb. And I don't
Yeah.
use, like, all the songs because, I mean, a lot of the music that gets popularized is, like, demonic. Like, they're literally saying the craziest things. And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, we're going to skip that one. So I definitely choose very strategically as well.
Yeah.
It obviously needs to be trending, but, like, they're talking about some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
On to the next.
Yeah. It's nice that there's like a variety of what is
Yes.
trending though.
Yeah.
It's definitely a big variety.
Mhm.
They got all different aspects out there.
Yeah, which is awesome. But yeah,
Have you always planned and like strategized and just like researched, or is that just something you've built up and just like to get yourself more organized? And
I guess I had to start learning how to, like, what I needed to do.
okay,
Like,
yeah,
once again, I didn't have anyone teaching me how to do anything. So, like, I had to learn how to learn all these things.
yeah,
So it just took, like, time and, like, being on the social media, in the social media space more and, like, seeing what other people are doing and how they actually have strategies. And that's why things have worked out for them.
mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously, there's a bunch of people who don't have strategies and they've still blown up. So, like, you just gotta find what works for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing I do want to touch on is all of your brand partnerships.
Okay.
How do you get those? Do you reach out, or is it like a mix of them reaching out to you?
I don't reach out anymore.
Okay.
And honestly, when I did try to do like cold outreach, it didn't really work for me. It works for some people and
Yeah.
like I know that UGC people it usually works better for them, but I'm also with like organizations like College Fashionista,
Okay.
Influencer Collective, 28 Row. I think that's it. And there's like a bunch of different platforms and apps and whatever that will help creators like get money and brand deals.
Okay.
So they're out there. There's like a million of them. Some
Yeah.
work, some don't work for you, some do work for you.
Is
So,
that what all three of those are?
yes, they're more so like communities. So like
Okay.
I guess it's kind of like an agency
Mm.
if I had to describe it in a way that makes the most sense.
Yeah.
They wouldn't call themselves an agency, but that's kind of what it is. But they don't like take money from you.
Yeah.
Well, actually, well, no. So like the way that I'm assuming it works is so like they either reach out to a brand like Nair or something, or Nair comes to them and they're like, "Hey, we need some influencers to do this. Tell us who you got."
Yeah.
And then Nair's gonna be like, "Okay, we want these influencers, blah blah blah." And then the agency place is gonna be like, "Okay, we charge this much, and you get to choose from our like collection of influencers, but you also have to pay us."
Okay.
So yeah, that's why I say they wouldn't be taking money. It would be like Nair's paying them, and
Yeah.
then
So they just do
from
it
that,
up front. Yeah. Yeah.
they're paying you.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not taking that 20%
Yeah.
from you.
But hey,
Yeah.
you're getting paid still, so
Yeah. Definitely.
yeah.
Oh, I love that.
But yeah, I guess just really certain things work better with cold outreach, but it's nice to like be with influencer whatever so
Yeah.
that they can do all that work for you.
Yeah, I might need you to send me those
I
because
got
like
you.
I definitely want to start getting more into partnerships like
Mhm.
that and focusing on the UGC. But that's cool. I've like run into a few of those. One is I think creatively.com.
Okay.
I haven't done much with that, but I didn't know that there was
I'm
like
pretty
a
sure I've heard of
bunch.
them.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
there's a bunch.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense.
yeah.
People want to be the middleman to get paid.
Mhm. Honestly, if I were in your shoes, I would probably like just look up TikToks.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Of what exactly?
like how to make money as a
Oh,
UGC
yeah.
creator,
Yeah.
like how to make money if you have under 3,000 followers, like specific stuff like that, because those TikToks are out there and they're going to tell you exactly which websites to go to
Yeah.
and what you should be doing.
True.
Mm-hmm.
I've definitely been doing a lot of research and I've been in contact with like a few of those creators who make videos like that. So it's in the works. I'm currently putting together my portfolio and my rates and everything. So
Nice.
next step is just sending emails, getting it all out there.
No, that'll be exciting.
What is like your favorite thing to do out of everything that you do? What hits your soul the most?
It's probably definitely modeling, but a close second is like creative direction.
Okay.
I don't do that like as a job, but like when I get to creative direct my own shoots, Yeah. That hits home.
Yeah. And you always do it so good.
Thanks. Yeah, it's just like I love having my vision and then bringing it to life, and then also choosing the team that I know is gonna just kill the shoot.
Yeah.
And then just being on set with them is so fun. So I'm like, wow, I love you, talented people. And just chatting with you, it's so fun. Yeah. But like modeling takes the cake.
Yeah.
Like by a long shot out of everything that I do.
It's fun. It's fun.
It's second nature.
Yeah. How do you stay confident and just like on your game in modeling? Because it's a toxic industry for the most part.
Definitely God. Like, I don't have like really insecurities with my looks, and I don't. I guess I just.
You're gorgeous.
Thank you. I think I really just grew out of it, or maybe like when I started out modeling, it just helped a lot. Modeling definitely boosts your confidence a 100%. Lot. Yeah, especially with like exposure therapy to rejection. So you kind of just gotta get over that.
Yeah.
But really just knowing that I'm a child of God first, and like God doesn't care that my hair looks ugly right now. So what do you have to say about that? Like, I don't care. Sorry. So yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like that also affects like my viewpoint on how, like, my feelings towards how other people feel about me. Yeah. Because not everybody's gonna like you. It's impossible.
Yeah.
So, and that goes, it's the same on set too. Like, your photographer might not even like you. Yeah. He might think you're ugly. So, I don't know. You just gotta be like really set, or else you're going to crumble. Yeah. Because people are you will probably have somebody call you ugly to your face. Yeah. So like, yeah.
I haven't experienced that, but definitely just like comments on my body. Things like that.
And you also have to like realize too, it's also their job. Yeah. I mean, there's no point of them calling you ugly or fat, but like they do have to like comment on the things because like they hired you to look a certain way, and when looking a certain way is your job, you kind of gotta like you have to separate it, or else you're gonna go insane because it's not personal.
Yeah, that's a good point. So going back to vlogging, what equipment do you use?
OMG. I only use my phone, my 14 Pro Max.
Okay.
I shoot on 4K 30. I would shoot on 4K 60, but this girl is not gonna take all of that storage. Yeah. Yeah. But I do plan on upgrading. Okay. Very soon. Actually, I have a camera in mind. Ooh. It's the DJI Pocket 2. And my sister's actually going to be getting it for me for my birthday in September, which I'm extremely grateful for.
Will you be spending your birthday in London?
No. Oh. My birthday's on the 4th. Okay. So I may or may not be in New York. I did kind of cancel my New York trip so that I could like put all of my funds towards Europe. Yeah. But I do have like an ultimatum for myself for New York. So it's if I can like secure $2,000 in brand partnerships for that week or just like around that time by like mid-August, then I'll go. Okay. So that way I wouldn't be losing money. I'd just be like evening out for the trip because I am working on my finances right now. So
we love it.
Yeah, gotta make some sacrifices and it'll be okay. New York will be there. So
when you say that like you're trying to get the brand partnerships for New York, what does that look like exactly?
Definitely would be doing outreach, but like to the brands that I've already worked with. Okay. So like not cold outreach, just being like, hey, do you have opportunities for New York, or would you want to like do some work during these dates? Like, let's set up a partnership.
Okay. To like go shoot or like
so
content
like,
for them or
like, do you want to send me something and I make content? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, stuff like that.
Okay.
So I'm hoping it works out. If
Yeah.
not, I'll still be in Europe. So, but
Beautiful.
yeah, I'll be home for my birthday either way. Because if I did go to New York, it probably wouldn't be until the 6th through the 11th.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm still debating because when I first got back from Greece, I was like, okay, I'm going to go back to Greece in September and then I'll be there because I have to stay for a month if I want to sign with them because they want like their new faces there for
That's
a good amount of time.
insanely cool.
I'm
Oh my
so
gosh.
excited. I'm very, very
Which
excited.
agency is it?
It's called Legion Management.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know much about them. I was just submitting when I
Okay.
was out there. I was just submitting. They
No,
they
that's
don't have
good.
like that many agencies in Greece. There's like, as far as what I could see, there's like maybe 7 or 8 in the whole. I mean, it's a small country.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited. But the goal was to go back in September. But now I'm like, but I'm probably gonna be moving to LA, so I want to put my funds towards that. But I also have yet to go to New York. I've never been to New York.
Really? I was just about to ask, are you going to New York?
I have never been.
Wow.
I want to.
It blows my mind that like you're so young in the career. Like 2 years ago is crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like you've been doing this for a while.
That's what everyone tells me, but I'm like, nope, I just got started. Because I just moved out to Arizona in 2021.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm from small town Illinois.
Wow. That blows my mind.
It's just meant to be. I love it.
Good job.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Have you lived in Arizona your whole life? Are you from here?
No.
Where are you from?
But I moved here when I was 4, so I grew up
Okay.
here. Yeah. But I was born in Cleveland, Ohio.
Okay. It's almost a Midwest girl.
I am a Midwest girl. Ohio's considered, isn't it?
No, it's
Okay.
right in the Midwest.
Oh, you're
But
saying because I didn't grow up.
there. Yeah. But that's okay. You don't want to be a Midwest girly.
I specifically don't want to be a Cleveland girly.
Yeah.
Cleveland is not cute, but it's okay.
Yeah.
It's where I'm from.
Yeah.
So, a little love. You get a little love.
A little. The Midwest has its good things. Good things. But as far as like opportunity goes, you're definitely better off out here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, girl. Yeah.
Oh. What? Oh. What's your like end goal? Who do you want Faith to be in 10 years?
I want to be further in my faith. And just doing everything that I love. That's really just the goal.
Yeah.
I don't have like specifics.
Okay.
I have like little goals that I want here and there. Like,
let's dive into them.
There's literally like 2. I'm not a goal setter.
Okay.
I'm working towards this life that I want.
Yeah.
And there's not like really an end to it either. And I feel like, especially as an artist, you never feel like you've made it anyway.
Yeah.
So like,
that's so real.
Yeah. So I don't know if there's ever going to be a point where I'm like, wow, this was it. And like, no, we're always striving for more. Yeah. That's just how humans are.
Yeah.
So, but one of my little goals is I want to purchase a chateau in France. Hopefully like near-ish to Paris so that there's still a major city that I can go to. Yeah. Maybe like an hour outside or something. Yeah. Even 2, I would be fine with. But yeah, I really want a chateau. I would love to buy it by the time that I'm 30 and maybe get married there.
Aww.
I have no prospects. But like, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
So
I love that. I could definitely see that for you.
And I want it to be decked out in my best friend Shelby's art because she's a great artist and she's learning oil painting right now. Ooh. And her stuff looks so good. And also, with that Bridgerton shoot, I am commissioning her to paint this photo of Rebecca and me. Here it is, this one.
Oh,
like, wouldn't that be perfect?
It would.
This is the photo, y'all.
I love that.
I'm so stoked.
That's like a goal that I have of mine in the future. Whenever I want to open like an art gallery, whether it's just like,
where is the question?
I have no idea. No idea. All I know is that I want an art gallery and it's either gonna be like a collection. It'll probably be a variety because people buy the art, so it's
Yeah.
gotta change. But one collection is definitely just gonna be like photos of me.
Okay, swag.
And just like all the different styles and just like things, because like I do the art modeling as well, so I have had people paint me.
No, that's so
But
fun.
I don't get to keep those. At
Where
least
do they
the like
go?
really good ones, the artists keep them, or they sell them.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
But
I could buy them, but like, meh.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that would be so fun.
And I want to. I'm actually the shoot I just did the other day. It's all of that is for an art gallery. So I'm gonna
Which
be.
one?
I couldn't post anything of it. And I can't say much, but the photographer Lindsay, I don't know how to say her last name.
I know who you're talking about.
She has an art gallery in September,
Mm.
and she did like 3 shoots for this gallery. It's called Lost in Bloom, so it's just like very flower inspired.
That's so fun.
But she is an amazing photographer. Have you worked with her?
No, I want to.
She's so great. I love her. But she set up those 3 shoots, and she's just like taking her photos and then turning them into prints for people to buy.
How awesome.
So I'm gonna be in somebody's
Yes.
house.
So all my homies are so last minute. So like in February, they booked their stay like a week or two before. So it was very expensive. So after February, I was like, okay, I'm booking 2 rooms, one for myself and one for you guys, like with book now, pay later on Expedia.
Okay.
So that we're already set to go.
Yeah.
So I have that room, and it has 2 beds for 4 people.
Okay.
And I was just thinking, like, the other day, dang, it would be nice if they had a 4th person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I want to go to New York Fashion Week and get involved. What's it like out there? Are they like super strict on like height requirements and just like model things like that?
I mean, the industry shows, of course,
Yeah.
like you probably have to be signed and like well connected to get into those.
Okay.
But there's like a bunch of independent productions and whatnot, which is usually what the Arizona people do.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can always get in where you fit in.
Okay.
Please get a good foundation. That's all I have to say.
Like foundation as in makeup? Or
no.
Okay, like
but
foundation
that too. Like morals.
That's what I
stuff.
thought.
But that too, honey. Yeah, it's just such a scary industry.
Yeah.
Especially if you're planning on like walking with the big dogs in these big cities. Yeah. Like it gets dangerous. So yeah, watch out for yourself, please, and get people around you who are going to watch out for you too, because you cannot be in this alone. You need real friends. Yeah. You need a real family. So
yeah, but one thing I have noticed, because like I said, I've only really modeled out here in Phoenix.
You've been blessed by that because we're like much safer here and tighter knit.
Yeah,
so
definitely, and I feel like it's growing a lot. So
it is.
Hopefully, it stays that way. Hopefully, it stays. Yeah, because I don't know what it's like in like New York. And I went to one casting in LA, but I didn't get casted. So I don't know what it's like over there either. Was it like, what is it like?
I mean, and I haven't really been like in the heat of it all. Yeah. Not yet. Cause whatever reasons. I also just don't live out there. Yeah. But like, I mean, I think that a lot of people would say this, like it just in the comparison from New York to LA, the industries and like the people out there, like LA, the people are faker and like they're gonna try to use you a lot more, and like if you have connections, they want them to. Yeah. So like it's definitely harder to make genuine connections out there. Okay. But and then in like New York, people are way more upfront. So I feel like that's more so where they're gonna call you ugly to your face. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
A New York minute is
Sounds
real.
about right. Yeah.
Quick and easy. Yeah.
Definitely be nice and be kind, but I appreciate the
upfront. Yeah. Because then you're not getting your time wasted.
Exactly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What has been like your worst experience with modeling?
I honestly haven't had too many bad ones, which I'm extremely grateful for.
That's good.
I can't think of anything like bad
that's
happened. Yeah.
That's good. That's really good.
Yeah. I'm very grateful for that because I hear some horror stories too. I'm like, yo, that's crazy.
Yeah.
What are people
I've been like, I was close to having a bad experience, but I was smart enough to leave. So, yeah.
Which is good.
Yeah.
Having discernment is going to take you far.
It was a random photographer, and we were going to shoot at his house in Phoenix. And he like showed up late and...
To his house?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm sitting in my car and I pushed back the time a little bit so I could have a friend be there with me.
Good.
Because she was just getting off work. So I pushed back the time and then he still showed up late. And as we were sitting outside waiting for him, there's just random dudes going into the house. And we go in, there's 7 dudes in there.
Ew.
And there's
what were you shooting?
Nothing in particular, just outfits that I had, but he definitely wanted to do a little more risky. And he was trying to have me change in this disgusting closet, and the whole studio wasn't even set up, and I'm like, why are these 7 dudes in the kitchen? So yeah, we left.
That's good.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
And he apparently, I didn't notice this, but he was giving my friend weird looks because she was there. I didn't tell him I was bringing a friend. But yeah. And he was just they're all tech guys.
You need 7 tech guys?
Literally. For what? For what? What does that have to do with this photo shoot?
Right.
Do you not know how to work your own camera?
Ew. That's scary.
Yeah, that was my only experience. And that was close to when I first got started. But yeah.
That sucks.
I
that's
left
a bad intro.
Yeah.
Which is...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's okay. Because we got away.
Yeah, you made it.
Him. Yeah. Perfect. Well, to end every guest episode, I like to open it up. Do you have any questions that you want to ask me or the audience?
Let me think.
Okay.
As I munch my pretzels.
I'll do it as well.
Yeah. They're so addicting.
And they're gluten-free. They don't taste like it. I mean, slightly.
Only a little bit, yeah. Snyder, can I get $500 for this feature? What are your goals? I feel like you're a goal setter. So I want to hear them.
I mean, kind of with what we were saying earlier, I'm a goal setter, but I'm also YOLO. I'll do
Yeah, you're very free-spirited.
Yeah. I mean, I'd say the main thing I have goals around right now is my podcast. Just growing that. Traveling more. Right now, because I feel like I'm always on the go, and I always have been my entire life. I haven't really had much of a space for me. I had my own apartment when I was 18, but that was 4 years ago. Yeah. I'm 22 now, and I want that again. So that's kind of my goal right now. That's why I want to move to LA, and I just want to have that space. I want a podcast studio. I want to have a consistent space to record, and just that consistent background and aesthetic. That's the main goals right now.
You should hit up Rocio. Yeah? She's trying to move out.
Really?
I would love if she went to LA because I'm trying to go to LA really soon. So
I just don't know if I want to live with anyone.
That's what all my friends are saying. They're like, yeah, I want to move, but I don't want to live with anyone.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's good to live with another person who doesn't want to live with anyone, because then you can just be out of each other's space.
Yeah.
because I don't want to live with anyone, but if I had to, I would want someone who also doesn't want to, so that I don't have to see them, or
Yeah.
like we're just in our own worlds in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But
We'll see. We'll
Yeah.
see. But yeah, I'd say that's my main focus. And then I want to get more into acting. I want to be in some like movies and shit.
should hit
So I
up
think that'd be
Eunice.
fun.
He's always doing stuff.
Yeah, I worked with him on the Nike
Yeah.
set, but other than that, I don't know him that much. But yeah, okay.
Connects.
Yeah, those are my goals right now. Just creating a space, growing the pod, and getting into acting.
Yeah, man.
Signing with an agency in LA.
You have so much potential.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm
do
excited to see like where your career goes.
Me too.
It's gonna be so fun.
Because I feel like it's definitely like, I don't know. It's all happens very fast.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that. Because like I got started and then it's just been nonstop. I feel like it's funny because like from the people I met out here when I like first got into the shows, they're like, oh yeah, I've been doing this for like 5 years, and they're like, you started a great time because there wasn't shit a few years ago.
Exactly. There wasn't anything here.
Yeah, and like when I got out here, there was so much going on.
We put in that work.
Thank you guys,
bro.
It's been great.
But also another thing though is like particularly like that's my generation of the models out here.
Mhm.
All those people,
Yeah,
like the Lux and City models is my generation models. And like I think what's bad about my generation out here is that we get stuck in the Arizona mindset.
Mhm.
Like we need to get out.
Yes.
There's no money here. At least not right now. Like, okay, if you want to help build the industry out here, you want to stay here, then cool. But like if you're looking to make this like the real fashion industry your career, now you have to leave. You can't wait for our city to like get where it needs to be making real money. And not that it's all about money, but like
it helps.
The money in the other cities is so much more than you think it is.
Mhm.
There is so much money.
Yeah. No, I've
It's
definitely
crazy.
noticed that. Like, because like I got out here and like this is a wonderful place to grow and like get started and like get connections, and like I met a lot of people with Arizona Fashion Week, but I have noticed like it seems like people don't want to leave. It's like they're just the same people, and I got told this when I first started. They're like, you're gonna see the same people at every shows, and it's so real.
Yeah,
and I'm like, damn. That's why I Arizona Fashion Week, if I do it, that's the only thing I've done out here the whole year. Like I tell myself, I'm like, no, because like I'm very big on like I'll do my time here and I'll go somewhere else, especially because like that's why I want to move to LA, because I don't feel challenged here at all.
Exactly.
And like I still get really good opportunities out here, but through my agency and just like through that, not necessarily like the runway or fashion in that way. So I'm definitely excited for more challenge. Because like I know LA's crazy. I've only gone just a few times. I haven't even been to California that much, but I'm excited for that. And just like all that.
That's soon too. No, I'm so stoked.
And just meeting all the new people and just because like I'm kind of getting the feeling like before I moved out to Arizona, I had just this feeling living in a small town. I'm like, I'm just missing out on opportunities based on where I'm at. And like, I'm kind of starting to feel that way out in Phoenix now. I'm like, I could just walk into some random restaurant and get scouted by anybody in LA. Yeah. And like, that's where like all the celebrities, also for my podcast, like, because I want to start bringing on bigger people for my podcast. So
you have to.
A lot of them are in LA. So I'm like, I could come to you. You could come to me. We're in the same city. So, yeah.
Yeah. That's so exciting.
I'm excited. So are you moving to LA or London?
We're going to see. I actually have a call this week that's going to put a lot
Okay.
of things into perspective. So
Yay.
maybe, hopefully, an announcement coming soon. But
Yeah.
for right now,
I say,
yeah,
you need to get out of here.
I do really want, like, London has been calling me a lot recently.
Yeah.
But I think, like, my next move is most possibly going to be LA.
Okay.
But yeah.
Phoenix people are taking over LA.
No, literally. It's crazy.
Just keeps going one by one.
But
That's-
gotta do what you gotta
Yeah,
do.
it's good. I feel like people are definitely not reaching their fullest potential.
But
Yeah,
I mean,
we're all on our own journey.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you can't help everyone either.
No.
So
Some people aren't meant to go further.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
oh well. Things don't happen the way they happen.
Well, thank you for being on the podcast. It was a pleasure. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you so much for watching, coming back every single week. As always, if you enjoyed it, leave a rate, leave a review, share it with your friends, and share it with the people that need it the most.
Yes. Peace. Bye-bye.